All right, so I think we're ready to go here. I'm just going to jump in because we don't have that much time. So far this GAC we're 1-1. I'll just briefly recap. I wasn't able to stream these, unfortunately. They were both pretty good. So this was the first round, and I'll talk about the strategy for these defenses. It really just came down to my executor counter failed, and there wasn't much to do after that. So I wasn't able to get through the fleet. My opponent was able to win this. Second round, again, this came down to the executor counters. My executor counter worked. My opponent was not able to get through my executor. So this is one of the things to consider when you're building your account. Right now, the executor is tough to get through for most counters. So, you know, just about any GL you build, there are counters to it, some more reliable than others. But for the executor, it's such a difference maker. If you can build it in a reasonable time, I would highly recommend it. So this is my opponent for today. Let's take a quick look at their accounts. They've got 3 GLs, and if you look at their speed, 332 is the fastest non-GL, and that's Echo. Maul is the next fastest at 327, no speed set. Ooh, wow. That is something. Darth Revan's at 326. So they don't have a lot of speed that's like supercharged. You know, they're not getting into the 350s anywhere, but they have a lot of tunes that are well above 300 speed. So that tells me that they have somewhat of a decent mod strategy. They just have plenty of fast characters. They don't have Jedi Master Kenobi, so I mean, I know I think I brought it up a second ago, so that already tells you part of my plan. For ships, they've got just about everything. The Executor's at low stars, and that goes into, so I changed up one thing on my defense just based on the first round. So anytime there's a lower star executor, that throws off the timing of the first order counter, and it makes it really dicey. So this is like a situation where having a lower star ship messes up a counter and in some ways is more helpful. So I decided, I felt pretty confident he wasn't going to be able to get through my Kenobi team. I do have a Datacron on the team. The Datacron is not crazy, but they get some bonus stacking offense, some extra crit damage. And Tenacity does just about nothing, but extra crit damage with stacking offense does make the team just that much more dangerous. And not being able to mirror match it, he doesn't have Kenobi. I was very confident he was going to get stuck behind there. So because I was confident about that, I didn't have to put anything big in my fleets. I decided, since he has a low star executor, I'll take my 7-star executor. That counter should be really easy and not put anything to chance. Because I had a feeling, I felt it in my bones, that this was going to be another player who just leaves the top zone open all day. And so I'll briefly go over why this is a huge mistake. All of my opponents have made the top zone easier to get through than the bottom zone. And I know that the different levels in GAC, so like I'm in Kyber, and I know that in Erodium or Chromium it looks a little bit different, but in Kyber you get through 5 squads in a zone for the front, and you get plus 240 banners for clearing this. On the back, you only get through 3, and to clear it, you get a bonus of 210. But if you look at the ships, you have to clear 3, and you get a bonus of 219. What does this mean? The top zone is the money zone. You have to defend the top zone because there are more points. You can see each battle you have a max of 69 banners. In fleets, you have a max of 79 banners. In fleets, you have a max of 69. So you can get 10 extra points per battle. You can also get 9 extra points to conquer the zone. So if I'm able to get through, I don't have to worry about Lord Vader, and it's actually a good thing. I did make a big tactical mistake. I put Wat Tambor with Grievous, and that meant that either Lord Vader or Luke, if you put Luke on defense, I brought SLKR basically for nothing, because that's a tough, without Wat, it's too dicey. I don't even want to risk that. Well, I might be able to do that anyways, because I think I can probably get through these other teams without needing to spend my SLKR. But I'll talk through the rest of my defenses a little bit. So I put Ewoks up front over here, partially because I felt really good about this Kenobi holding. I also wanted to put some tough teams up front over here. Try to get him to spend some of his big teams. So he brought 2 GLs on offense, unless he has another one on defense in the back, but that would be really silly if that were the case. It looks like he did not throw a GL over there. So he did drop 1 battle over there. Was able to one-shot everything else. Yeah, I tried to be sneaky and hide General Skywalker. I thought maybe if he spent his GLs up front, he might get stuck on that back wall. Looks like that did not trick him for a minute, but he did drop that 1 Qui-Gon battle, so that gives us plenty of wiggle room here. As long as we just one-shot everything, we should be good. So I think that probably Wampa the Grievous. I'll throw a mirror match here. That should be very easy. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I might try Akbar, maybe. Yeah, the rest of these, I mean, what do we say, like Nest over here? Nest probably works. I'm not too worried about banners, so I know that it's probably not needed, but I am going to do the Kira lead with Nest. I know that Leia can put out some damage. I think Lando has like stacking. Excursion within 1 critical hit. Oh. So this actually wouldn't stack. Yeah, I would probably okay just with a solo nest. But why not? Yeah, why not just throw Kira in? The Akbar's not even doesn't even have the Omicron on it, so I absolutely did not need Kira because this is a non-Omicron Akbar. There's no taunts to get in the way. So we're just targeting Captain Han. He can revive people, so we want to make sure that we take him out first. If we take out anybody else, he's just going to revive them. And again, we can target him directly. Nest can get around taunts, even if there was a taunt, but yeah, it's a very easy battle. There we go. Easy work. And we'll take a look at getting into some other battles here. Probably go with troopers here. With Nest, is that the best idea? Maybe go with troopers here. I feel like because that Nest is not relicked, that I'm probably fine, but again, there's no need to do anything crazy. Just do simple battles, things that we're sure are going to get the win. Because there's even a chance. Look at how fast that Dash Rendar is. So this is maybe a slight mistake, but I just don't want that dash to get out and start doing stuff. Alright, so I think I'm actually going to just do the bombard. No, let's do this. Because now we do this. Everybody goes in on Vandor Chewie. L3 is going to taunt. So we just get her out that way. Now we just go in on dash, go in there. Pretty smooth, pretty easy. Okay, let's just take stock. So we still have 2 more teams to get through over there. So we're using Revan here, we're using Wampa here. That means we have Jedi Knight Revan that we can still spend somewhere. We have Admiral Akbar. We have Rebels. Palpitator Mara. We've got a lot of options. Okay. So it looks like we can take a shot at that Lord Vader. Without what, I don't think SLKR works here, but we'll give it a try. Alright, so it's time for the Wampa over here. You don't really even have to do anything in this battle. You could just set it to auto. There's really no way to mess this up. This is just a guaranteed easy win. We'll ramp the damage. Have to do the hit. Yeah, there's no way that for this counter to lose that I can, like, no matter what you do. I don't think there's anything that makes this counter fail. If you don't have Wampa, if nothing else, it's a one character counter to Grievous, who the Grievous team is really annoying when you don't have a lot of the tools to deal with him. So like Bad Batch, some people use Night Sisters. I don't have either of those teams. I basically rely, prior to building Wampa, I relied on Jedi Knight Revan. And sometimes that did not work out too well. A while ago I used to use Padme sometimes as well. But with all the Galactic Republic going under Kenobi, it's not been as easy. So just having Wampa there frees up Jedi Knight Revan to do all sorts of other stuff, which is not a bad thing, never a bad thing. So under normal circumstances, you can probably underdog this. Excuse me, I could probably get away with just using 3 characters, but because we're not really banner pinching, there's no need to take those things into consideration. That just leaves a possibility that something wild happens and we lose the battle. So I guess we'll do that. We'll hit him there. There we go. Get rid of Bastila. And there we go. Pretty easy. Okay, so for this, we could do a lot of things. I feel like Jedi Revan is probably good to use over here. I've actually been using Ezra under Akbar in 5v5, so I do have to do some updating to my squads, but we'll drop in Hermit Yoda here. We probably don't even need Hermit Yoda, to be perfectly honest, but we'll send in Yoda. We'll go ahead and just get him out of there. That's fine. We will pass it over to Bastila. Bastila can just call in Yoda. They're all under stealth, which means nobody's under stealth. I'm not gonna pay. I'm just gonna start killing. I'm not gonna pay. I guess I'll pay because we can't really do anything. There we go. We'll clear off that damage immunity. We probably should have called Revan because he had some health or he had protection he could have recovered. But it's fine, we're not pinching banners. Alright. So I'm trying to think of... trying to think of the best lineup to counter this. I kind of like the special forces here. So we can get speed up. We can call SLKR to assist. He's gonna die too quickly, I think, though. I don't think it matters. Maybe. Does anyone know? With special forces, yeah, special forces dies. Okay, all right. On advice of chat, I'm going to not put special forces in. And just use the double tank. I don't think we can win this. And that's not me being cynical. Oh, I didn't even realize he had Maul. Maul, I think, is going to go next. That's annoying. But I think, yeah, he's not going to do his thing. Okay, nice. So then we pass it back over. And then I guess we sweep. We really can't be thinking this long. We just have to act. And that's why we use double tank. Good call, chat. We'll stab again. Get defense up. So I think, oh no, there goes Hux. Ooh, that's not good. I have to try to survive for one more turn. Oh my gosh. I don't like this, but nice. All right. All right. So I will clear off a lot of that stuff. I'm just trying to ramp. And then for the last move, I'll do a sweep. We'll come out of the ult. I will stab and then sweep, I think. But we're ability blocked, so it looks like we're going to do basics. So are we just going to stay ability blocked at this point? Oof. Oh. Brutal. Brutal. So that was that. Yeah. All right. We don't need that. We don't need to get through that. So at this point, let's just overkill these two. No. Let's do rebels here. Let's do rebels. I had a really bad experience using Empire against this team before. It didn't have Dengar, and they were all relic. But yeah, it's too much. You pump turn meter when you put debuffs on them, and Queel's a character I haven't even like fully read through his kit, but Queel was doing just weird stuff. So I said never again. So I'm just gonna kill Queel off immediately because I really didn't like it. Let's switch stances, and then I'm going to just kill Nest immediately. There we go. There we go. I am going to add another Empire character. So the strategy here is what? We pass to Vader, I guess. Pull them all out of stealth. I guess we call out Nihilus. Interesting not to have Traya in the lead. What's the strategy behind that? Maul boosts speed. I mean, sure, Maul boosts speed, but... Oh, shoot. I forgot to call Nihilus. Yeah, I get that. I understand that Maul boosts speed. But wouldn't all of the... Wouldn't all the benefits from Traya leadership be better? I'll look at it after this battle. All right. We're through to the back wall. We've got the Executor. And again, we're just... I was just wanted 100% certainty that a repeat of round 1 would not happen. So, here we go. So we just, no, we do this. It's like I have such little experience using the Executor. I always put the Executor on defense. I think it's generally speaking the winning strategy. But the idea is you need to get hits in on their Razor Crest. Oh, hello. Let's do this. Using the open. Okay, and then I actually want the Slave 1. He has Retribution. So the AI is foolish enough to attack into the slave 1. We can get our counters. So now we do have their razor. You can see, yeah, we have their razor crest marked. So in the mirror match, it's important not to attack into Bobo while he has retribution, because that decreases the time it takes to get these locked in target locks. I don't even know what that does, but that's really bad when that happens. So because the Hound's Tooth also, okay, now we actually do want to hit Bobo when we can. There we go. We blow them up. And just like that, we've essentially won. As long as the game does, even if the game crashes from here, we can just come in with just about anything and clean that up. But it's not crashing. All right. So now we have resistance and rebels. I do think I want to use first order on rebels. I guess why? I think I brought... Yeah, I mean, I've got everything, so... There's no reason to go light or skimp on that. Alright, so the trick here is you just hit Millennium Falcon with Hunted. You do your hits, and that's basically the game. Once you have the Falcon down, I mean, there's not too much danger. I guess let's give it back to the Echelon. There we go. For the Resistant, I'll do Galactic Republic. I think I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to go in with a full crew. We're not pinching for banners at all. I don't even know. I guess we go after Poe. Let's do this. There we go. So he will try to make a last stand, but it won't matter. Bring in Plo, pump the turn meter, and that should be it. That should be it. There we go. So there we have it. You fool. So there you go. That's how you win. So the lesson here is the top zone is worth more points. Protect the top zone. It's the long and the short of it. Yeah, there's a lot of talk about matchmaking versus skill rating. Skill is in quotes, but under the old system, I would never have faced an account this big. But as you can see, it's still very possible to win when you're outgunned. And so if you're using the right tactics and you get lucky and your opponents are not, you can still win. That's basically the only reason why I'm still I was in Kyber 2. After this round I got knocked down to 3. I won. Maybe with this win I might get back up to 2. And that's the only reason why I'm so high in Kyber, is because so frequently my opponents are, and I'm not saying this to throw any shade to my opponent, but my opponents very frequently are not using kind of the optimum strategies, and so that kind of leaves the door open for a possible win. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I will play our victory celebration song. I do have quite a few big account updates. I haven't really done a big account update for several weeks, but just a sneak preview of that. I'm on my way to get Jedi Master Luke. I'm ready to take Jedi Knight Luke to Relic. I'll probably do R2-D2 to Relic, and then if I have enough material left over, I'll go ahead and put Biggs at Relic. That would just leave me 2 more characters to get Relicked in order to get to Jedi Master Luke. So I'm actually really close, which is exciting. Because if I can get Jedi Master Luke before the end of next month, then I'll have 3 GLs in a year and a half of playing, which I think is pretty good. 3 GLs plus Executor, which can almost be counted as a GL, but so yeah, I'm not sure when I'm going to be back on to go through all the account update stuff, but it'll definitely happen this week. Actually, it'll happen in the next 2 days, because I have to do that before Grand Arena lock-in, so. Here we go. Alright, so that's it. That's all I've got for today. Thank you so much for watching, and may the Force be with you. And I will play us out with the victory celebration. This is from Closed on Sunday. I've got a link to all his stuff in the description. I really enjoy listening to the Star Wars lo-fi beats that he does, and I think this is makes a lot of sense to play after all of our victories. So here it is. Thank you so much.